All right, hello football gamers. Welcome back to Madden Football Gaming. Today I'm going to show you how to make coins in Madden 24. So we made over 200,000 coins in a little over an hour. I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes doing this really passively. But there's a couple different ways to make coins, right? There's ways to do sets, there's ways to do sniping, there's investing. There's a couple different ways. I'm going to show you what I did to do that, and I'll give you a little bit of a bonus at the end of kind of what I'm thinking of for some future stuff, and I'll probably make videos on the other types of methods that I'm talking about here in the future. And as things change, I'll of course make other videos as well. But anyways, let me get into it real quick here. So how we made coins was this time what we did was by building players by using sets. All right, so there's a couple different sets, and I'll go from least to best what I think is good right now. Okay, so the first one is something that probably everybody knows, and that's team builders. It's not as profitable. The profit has went down on it. It's still profitable, right? If you have a low coin stack and you need to start building it up, this is one surefire way to do it, right? So go to mutt.gg and filter by the players that are selling for the most, right? The top 5, if you're going to do this 5 times. Pick the top 5 so you're not selling the same card and bidding against yourself. So pick the top 5, do it. It's about 90K right now. The Dolphins right guard, I think, is going for the most right now, but that changes. So go to mutt.gg, find out what the top ones are, and build 5 of those. Right now, if you build that, you're making about 6 to 7K back. If you get some nice snipes, you're making over 10, right? But what you have to do is you have to get 282s, right? So if you look at this set, you got to get 282s, which are about 12,000 each, and go by Core Elite. And then you have to get 480s, which are about 7,000 each. Again, go to Core Elites. Don't do Legends and don't do any other kind of promos right now. These ones are the best Core Elites because those other ones are inflating because you can use them in other sets. So look at Core Elites, and then you need 778s. It's about 3,000 each. You can get them for less than that, but that's if you just want to be quick about it. And again, you'll make about 6K profit off each one of these sets. What I usually do is I save my 80s, I save my 82s, I save my 78s out of the packs that I get and stuff like that, and I put them into here because you get the most value for them. So if you're buying packs or if you're just ripping packs, then that's a great way to make the most out of the stuff that you get back, right? Also, this right now is not my favorite, but it may be sneaky good because I think in 2 weeks, we are going to get Team Diamonds. It has not been confirmed. There's just lots of chatter around it. Thinking about 2 weeks, we might get Team Diamonds. We may get it next week, right? We may get it this coming week or the week after. But I am waiting until next weekend, and then I may actually build some of these, quite a few. And I've built these, tons of these, right? But it's not my favorite anymore because just you're not making as much profit. But it may be huge. When Team Diamond comes out, these team builders usually go into them almost every single time, and they're going to jump up in price. It's hard to tell which teams are going to jump up because it really depends on the diamond that gets released. If it's not that wanted, then it's way down. Or like if it's a running back or something like that, unless it's like the best running back in the game, it's probably not going to be that expensive. So it's hard to say which one to invest in. But what you could do is invest in 80s, invest in 82s, invest in 78s, and you're just ready to build whichever one you want to maximize your profit. Might be a good idea. I'm not doing it this week, maybe next week, and maybe I'll bring that up in a different video. So anyways, this is my least favorite right now just based off profit, but it may be one of my favorite in the future, so don't forget about this one. The next set that I actually want to go over is not my favorite, but it had the best margin, right? I made the most amount of coins, and that is the 88 Calvin and the 88 Charles Woodson. Those two are both selling for around 500,000 coins, right? I just built one, and I sold it. You probably saw the sell thing in my clip art or whatever it's called in my thumbnail when I post the video. I sold it for, I think it's like 484,000, and then EA took its tax, and I got back like 435,000. So, but I built this for about 366,000 coins. So I got back 69,000 coins. No, I didn't make that up. 69,000 coins is what I got back off this set. If I did Calvin Johnson, I could have sold him for 500 and got back 450. But the reason that I didn't do that is because you need one special player, right? So Charles Woodson needs a Charles Woodson player. Megatron needs a Megatron 85, right? To complete this set. I could snipe and get Charles Woodson for about 75,000 coins. I think I got him for 69,000 coins. Again, not making that up. 69,000 coins. And was able to get the other ones for less than 75K. And it really was about 72K really easily. I was able to get those 85s. Okay, so you get 3 85s for 72K. You get you need 6 82s, which I got for about 20K, and I got 6 79s, which I got for 5K. And it was less than that. Usually it was less than that, right? You do that on the days that Legend Weekend, right? So Saturdays and Sundays when these are super, super low, and then you build them and then you sell them. You can sell them Sunday afternoon, evening. You can wait till like Monday or Tuesday. You'll make even more coins, but you just make a ton of coins. The reason they're not my favorite is just because it takes a while, to filter by 85s and to go through, and wait till you get your price point all the time and changing the filters. Then you got to go to 82s. Then you got to go to 79s, and you got to get 6 of each of them. It's just a pain, right? And it was just like, yeah, it's cool, but and you're gonna make coins. You're gonna make the most amount of coins, but it's just time consuming to have to snipe on those different filters. Really, really good on Saturdays. Harder to do on Sundays, but again, still did this. I did this. I did a team builder, and I did this set that I'm about to show you. I did 2 of the next set I'm about to show you, and I made over 200,000 coins in just a little over an hour. So I did this set, and again, I made 70K pretty much off this one. I made about 10K off my team builder, and then so that's 80K. And then I made 2 of these next ones. Let me show you what these next ones are. And these are my favorite because there's good profit and it doesn't take that long to build. I hate that you have to go to all first before you go back to a different program in the sets. But anyways, okay, and I'm just pushing buttons now. All right, so I'm gonna go to Campus Heroes. All right, and a lot of people know about this set, but it's still good, right? So you need 5 84s or 85s. Get 84s. You can get Legends again. Legend Weekend is a great time to make coins. So grabbed a whole bunch of 84s for super, super cheap when they first came out. You need 5 84s. I got them for under 40K each. I was getting them for like 36, 35. All these Legends, these 84 Legends when Legends just came out. And so I built this thing for like 180,000 coins. I was able to sell it for like 270,000. Sell the players for 270,000, right? And so EA takes its tax, and we're really getting back about 240 and 240, and I built it for like 180. That's like 60K each. It's 120,000 coins that I made off that, plus the 80 that I just talked about, the 70 for the Calvin, and the 10 for the team builders, and that's 200,000 coins. It just took me an hour to snipe those cards and put them into sets and then sell. It really was not that hard. The most tedious thing was the Legend, just doing that. It made the most amount of coins, but it took more time. This set right here, the reason that I'm saying it's number 1, it doesn't have the best margin, right? We're only getting 60 back, but now I think right now we'd probably get about 40 back because the price actually went up on those 84 Legends, of course. But you could still probably snipe for around that. But still, 40K, it did not take long to get those price points, to get those players. Just do it over and over and over again, and then you can make a couple different sets, and then you're just raking in coins, back and back and back and back and back, and it's quick and it's easy. You barely have to change your filter at all. I like it a lot more. So this is my favorite set right now. Now, there's other stuff you can do, but that's what I did for about 200,000 coins in about an hour, a little bit over. So if you're trying to make coins, use those methods. I'm going to make other videos on additional ways to invest. I think that's one of the things that I really do like making videos on is coin making, just showing you all how to do it. There's other stuff I do as well. I'll stay with the pack openings and I'll stay with the tips and stuff like that because I like doing that as well. Pack openings are actually probably my favorite, but next is probably coin making. I just think it's super fun to find ways to make coins. So I'm going to be doing that as well. A couple bonus things just for additional content real quick to help you out if you're trying to make coins to plan for the future, right? So this is what I did for this weekend, but let me talk about, because you can do this next weekend, all the things I just talked about, you could probably do it today. If it, on Monday, you could probably go in there and do that today. Just look for what they're selling for, look at those cards that I said, and you could probably make coins on it today. You can probably make coins every single day if you really wanted to. But extras, next week, Legends. So 83s and 80s were came out a ton this weekend because of the special offer, right? So I did not sell my 83s. I kept them. And I think I might even snipe a couple more 83s throughout the week. You're looking at under 23K, something like that, picking up those 83s. They're super, super cheap because the special offers was like all 83s. If you watch my video, you're getting 83s, right? Like most of the time, unless you were super, super lucky. So the price on them was super low. Well, next weekend they could do a special offer and they could only have the 86s. Ooh, what do you need to build a set? You're going to need 80s and 83s, and you're going to see those prices jump up, especially the 83s because they don't come out as a large of clip as the 80s in those packs. So I'm holding on to those. I think that's a good idea until next weekend. I may snipe some additional ones. I'm not going all in, but I am going to grab some because I do believe if it's either this weekend or the next weekend, 83s will skyrocket up in price. And we'll be able to capitalize on that and make a whole bunch of coins off of that. Or build the player. If you're just trying to get players, just build a player for a lot cheaper. 80s too. You may think about 80s as well. Remember 79s jumped up a couple weeks ago because of that special offer where they were giving out like 85s and 83s or whatever the case was. So and 79s jumped up. So think about that. 83s and 80s Legends. Try and snipe those while the price is still low. AKA, this is the first 89 AKA that's going to be coming out. So, which is tomorrow on Monday. Whatever special offer it is, right? If it's 85s or if it's 83s again or whatever the case is, it would be 86s. But let's say it's 86s. That's a special offer. Those are probably going to be cheap. You might want to grab them and hold them on for next week, which may be, again, 83s. They like to change those around. It's going to be 89s for a while, right? This is really the first week of 89s being offered. So we're going to have a couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, where we're going to get 89s, and you can use this. Whatever special offer drives down the price, grab those, hold on to them, and for that next week, and that's a way that you can invest or build players that you want to. So for AKA and Legends, we talked about that. The only other thing right now is Gridiron Guardians. The second release should be coming out this week. They should announce it on Monday. And when they do, they should start, teasing out the players or whatever. Anyways, you can build those sets with 86s. Start looking at 86s and look at the price point and what you can actually get them at. If you remember, when Isaiah Simmons came out, he was over 700K right away, right? So you could, and right now, you could buy 5 86s for like 109K. So you're talking about less than 550,000 coins. If the next one that comes out is really good and it's worth 700K, you just made a whole bunch of coins. But it may not, right? So just approach that one with caution, right? I would say look at the typical price for an 86, regardless of what promo it is, and look to snipe based off of that. Get deals on that. So you're not going to be losing anything if it's not some great players. But if there are at least one great player, you might grab a couple of those. You might grab a couple of those in anticipation because you could make 100,000 coins or more just based off of that. So just think about that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this quick coin making video. If you do, please do like and subscribe. Helps me out so much. Thank you all so much for watching and all the support. We'll also be having some giveaways here in the future, so please do like and subscribe so you're notified of that as well. But thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the luck out there, gentlemen, and I hope you make a ton of coins. Thanks.